It's the Good News Wednesday show. Come on, kids, it's time to roll. Tell everybody that you know. Watch the Good News Wednesday show. Good News Wednesday's finally here. Let's stand up and give a cheer. Watch the boredom disappear, 'cause Good News Wednesday's here. Hi and good evening, everyone. This is Karen Donovan, your host of the Good News Wednesday show, brought to you every Wednesday, rain or shine. And hopefully we put a little smile on your face, some interesting tips and information to help you get through the rest of another busy week. So tonight we're going to be talking about some exciting things. I hope they offer some insights to you. But first, we must start out with the question of the week. Question of the week: which weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? Think about it. Which weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? I hope I didn't trick you. They both weigh the same, a pound. Oh no, done in again. And now on to strategies for a happy life. Tonight we're going to be talking about compassion. First, just a reminder that if you enjoy our Good News Wednesday show and you watch us on Facebook every week faithfully, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share with those who might enjoy a little encouraging word on Wednesdays or Thursdays or maybe even Friday. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to ring the red bell so you'll be notified about future upcoming episodes. And now, on to our topic for the week in Strategies for a Happy Life, which is compassion. Last week, I shared a story with you, and I got great response to it. So guess what I have? I have another little short story, and I think it illustrates the points that I want to make about being compassionate and showing compassion. An old Cherokee chief was teaching his grandson about life. "A fight is going on inside of me," he said to his grandson. "It is a terrible fight, and it is between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, self-doubt, and ego. The other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The grandson thought for a moment and asked his grandfather, "Which wolf wins?" And the grandfather replied, "The one that you feed." Very interesting and thoughtful words for a Cherokee chief. I would think that they have those kind of insights to life, as we often don't, or we learn the hard way. So, what about compassion? There are 3 stages that I could think of compassion that we want to think about and see how we can make progress in that area of feeding the good wolf. So, let's talk about the first area of compassion, which is receiving compassion. What I'm talking about here is where there are different stages in our lives where we are vulnerable and people show compassion to us. They maybe have to care for us. We've had an accident, we have an operation, maybe we're older and we need people to help us in certain things. And a lot of us have been taught to be so self-reliant that we don't like to be dependent on another person for assistance and compassion. We almost feel guilty, like we're not being self-sufficient. But that's the first step, the first stage of compassion, being able to accept the fact that there are times in our lives that we need to have compassion shown to us and to be able to accept it. The second type or stage of compassion is to have self compassion. Like giving yourself a break once in a while, not being so hard on yourself, not beating yourself up saying, "Oh, that was so stupid. I made a mistake. I did this, I did that. Boy, I'm a klutz. I'm a harebrained whatever." You have a tendency to do that. What about caring for yourself? What about self-compassion? There are times in your life when you have to show yourself some love, right? It may be that no one else is doing it. So then you're off to the right start if that's the case. Why is it that so many people, again, feel that they should not provide themselves with and show themselves some compassion? Why is it that we feel like we don't deserve it or that we're somehow weak if we don't take care of ourselves? I mean, seriously, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't eat right, if you don't get enough sleep, if you don't get enough exercise, these are all things that weigh heavily on our being and our well-being, and they're part of showing yourself some compassion. I mean, really, if you think about it, what do they say when you're on a plane? They say, if the air pressure drops down and the air masks come out, you put your own mask on first before you turn to your neighbor, your child, whoever, because if if you're unconscious, you aren't going to be able to help anybody. So think about that in the rest of your week. Think about how you can give yourself some compassion, some self-care. What is it that you want to do for yourself this week that will make you feel totally good? I mean, some people like to go to the spa or go shopping or different things like that, or do something fun. Show yourself some self-love and self-compassion this week. And the third stage or the third type of compassion is obviously the kind that we all think of, which is showing compassion to other people. At first, it may be just showing compassion to those you love, those around you. And sometimes that's a big enough job. But then once you've been able to reach out of yourself with that caring attitude and show others that you care about them, then you'll be able to reach out further into your community, into the world, to help other people. And of course, there are all kinds of examples, wonderful examples of doctors and healthcare professionals. Mother Teresa, I mean, she's the embodiment of compassion for others, I would think, for those that are unloved and unlovable almost. So we want to be able to do that and make the world a better place. So you see that the progression at being able to accept compassion, being able to have self-compassion, and then being able to reach out and share that compassion with others, they all kind of flow together, don't they? And it's almost like a continuum. If you start out and you can do one, then there is a good chance that you can move on to the next one and the next one until the circle is completed. Wouldn't it be a wonderful place? So we each have a choice. We can either focus each day on anger, resentment, and lies, or we can focus on serenity, compassion, and truth. Which wolf are you feeding? So tonight on Real Estate Corner, I would like to talk about showing some compassion, some forethought for your house guests, because that relates to real estate and that's what we're here for. So think about this. During different holiday times and summertime, people travel. They go visiting relatives, etc. Mostly happy times, sometimes difficult times, but when you go to visit someone, you want to be welcome, right? You don't want to feel like you're intruding into someone's life. So how do you, as the hostess or the host, make your guests feel comfortable, make them feel like you are compassionate toward them? So here are a couple of ideas that I came up with that I think might be kind of fun to institute if you haven't already done so. So first of all, setting aside a place for them to sleep, because that's probably 90% of, the comfort that they're going to feel is that they can relax, right? They're on vacation, they're visiting, they want to have some time, some downtime, different from what they are expressing at home, which is probably frenetic at all times. So one of the things is a comfortable bed. Now, if you don't have anything too comfortable, what you could do is get a big, one of the newer air mattresses and put that on top of the fold-out couch. You know how uncomfortable those fold-out couches are. Or maybe even on the floor, it would probably provide a lot of support. There are also places where you can pick up some great beds and mattresses. And one thing I want to caution you on with everything that's going on with travel is that you want to take any mattresses that you have, whether they're from your house originally or whether you bought them somewhere, and encase them in what they call a bed bug encasement. And you want to encase the mattress, if you have a box spring, the box spring, and the pillows. Now, need I tell you why you need to do this? I will share with you that you do not want to show the opposite of compassion, which is not caring about someone by letting them spread bed bugs to you, or you have bed bugs that you would spread to them. We don't want that at all. So encasing your mattresses are a great start and a great protection for you. And they can be left on permanently. And sheets go over them, and get a nice mattress pad, nice and fluffy, one of those pillow top ones, and they'll be in heaven. Nice sheets, another idea. Get some really luxurious sheets like you would see at a hotel, and that'll make them feel really cared for, and you'll feel great as well for having that compassion. Now, what else can you do? I would say, how about snacks? A lot of times people feel reticent about going down to your kitchen and getting things out of the refrigerator. How about putting a little coffee maker or one of those little refrigerators in the room with some cold drinks in and some fruit or cheese or anything like that, so that they could have a midnight snack if they wanted and not have to feel like they disturb you, or some morning coffee. Either way, it would be a lovely touch. A lot of people like to watch TV. A TV in the room would be great. A lot of people watch their shows on their phone, so you want to make sure that they have a guest Wi-Fi code so that they can watch any shows they watch normally at night. And last but not least, leave a little welcome gift, something, some flowers, some candy, something on their pillow. Make it feel special, and you will make them feel loved, cared for, and know that you are a compassionate host for your house guests. Hope you enjoyed our segment of Real Estate Corner. And if you'd like to get future tips or see our video blog about different real estate tips on previous Real Estate Corners, please shoot me an email at karen@homesbydonovan.com, and I'll be glad to send you the link. Well, we hope you enjoyed our show this evening. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Remember, take care of yourself. Show some self-compassion. Take care of those you love. Reach out. And make it a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.
Good News Wednesday's finally here. Let's stand up and give a cheer. Watch the boredom disappear.